The Solana crash keeps on getting worse. Yesterday, I made a video talking about how it had fallen a lot. That it was crashing, and people said, no, it's not crashing. It's down 6%. Look at this. It's down 45% from the all-time high, 40% in the last 30 days, down 9% today, down to 160. It broke some recent support levels. It's getting very close to another support level. I want to go through this. We'll talk about ETH too, because people are shorting ETH at record high rates. We do have some good news, though. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video as well. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one. Also, I just got a video from Tyler Hill, beginner TA for the Patreon, a 15-minute video going through what you need to know coming into this market, starting to learn about technical analysis, candlesticks, support resistance, indicators, that kind of stuff. So if you want to join the Patreon, you can get in on this free video. Now, of course, I will leave a link to Tyler Hill's channel underneath the video too. He has some great content on what's happening in the market. He covers TA in great depth as well. So definitely have some AI too coming to the Patreon. Most likely I'm going into a meeting today with Joe and someone that is creating AI tools for some of the biggest creators out there. So we'll be talking to them as well about if we can do something in the Patreon with this to help you during this bull run. So definitely check that out underneath the video. There are also links to some exchanges in case you want to try out Hotcoin. There's a link to it underneath the video. There's a link to BTCC as well. BTCC, 10% deposit bonus on your first time deposit, 40% lower trading fees. They've been around for over a decade. And there's links to BitUniX, CoinW, Blofin, WEEX underneath the video as well. I like using multiple exchanges, and you probably should too. Now, the market is ugly right now. There's not much news over the last couple of weeks, right? At least compared to the weeks before, like around the Trump inauguration and before it, there's so much news. Now we're just in this waiting period, waiting for the strategic Bitcoin reserve, and Bitcoin broke the level that it was sitting at, this $95,000 to $96,000 mark. Ethereum down as well today, 4.3%. Solana almost down double digits, 10%. And I said this in my video earlier today. I can tell the sentiment because people just come after you. And, Solana specifically, people feel very strongly about. People are yelling at me that are bullish. People are yelling at me that are bearish on my video yesterday. The fact is, I think Solana is here to stay. But it is crashing. I mean, there's no question about it. 40% in 30 days is a significant crash. If the stock market was down 40% in 30 days, people would say that's a crash. A crash is 20% from the top, and we're down 45%. Now, Solana did break some key levels. If you look here, this downsloping support that used to be a downsloping resistance, we broke through. The support was around 168, 169. We're at 162. So we're breaking down here. If we look at Sol Bitcoin, which might be a better indicator because you really want to compare assets to Bitcoin, you can see here we broke this prior support level that we had bounced off 3 different times. We had resistance here 3 or 4 different times as well. So we got rejected, flipped above, support, and then broke down below. So if this is something to be paying attention to, obviously Bitcoin's not really moving too much, but Solana continues to fall down. If we look at Sol ETH, it's actually come down a significant amount as well. ETH has been a dog. It's performed terribly, but since the high about a month ago, Solana's down 34% versus ETH. ETH has basically been a stable coin, maybe down slightly, but Solana has fallen down 45%. So what is causing this to happen? Well, obviously some of it has to do with Libra, right? With the meme coin that dropped, and a lot of people are saying, well, Solana is only good for meme coins. I don't think that's the case, to be clear, but some people are saying that. I've seen it, so don't give me a hard time in the comments about it. I've seen some people saying that there's no point in Solana if meme coins go away, which I think is false. I think Solana is still going to be used, and actually it's looking to be a pretty good value with this pullback. I think it's going to be used because it's cheap, efficient, very quick. So I think Solana is here to stay, but we are seeing a pullback. This is part of the narrative, though. Meme coins were one of the things that caused Solana to pump up in value because so many people were launching meme coins on Solana. I mean, look at the president. He launched a meme coin, and that was like the 2-day period where we hit all-time highs on Sol. So obviously that's part of it. Also, we have some big unlocks for the next 3 months. We have 2% of the overall Solana supply hitting the market. So some people are a little bit worried about that. At the same time, though, the whole market is going through a bit of a downturn. Gamblers have built the largest Ethereum short position in history, 11.3 billion in shorts on ETH. I think these shorts are going to get wrecked. It's just a question of when, right? I think the market's going to flip positive again. The sentiment is so bad, and Bitcoin's still over 90,000. Still not even close to the previous market all-time high. Not even close to where we saw some resistance last year, around 74,000. We're still well above that. Yet, you look at altcoins and look at Solana. The daily RSI is sitting at 28, solidly in the oversold category, and we have not been at this level since mid-2023, almost 2 years. We have not been this oversold. We do get overbought significantly. I mean, you can see here when we pumped up to 206, we were at an 89 RSI. So that was when we went from $20 in October of 2023 to 6 months later being at 200. I mean, we're talking about 10x for 6 months. So I would not be surprised to see Solana turn around here soon. I mean, the lowest we've gone on RSI in the last few years is around 22. And that was when we went from 260 down to 82. So, I mean, we're talking about a 60-70% drop in a couple month period. So we could have further downside, but I see this turning around here soon, which is one of the reasons why I've been saying that I'm taking long positions, and I'm happy to continue throwing more money into long positions on Solana. Now, I suggest low leverage if you're going to do that. It is risky. And you can see here too, we should have some support relatively soon if you just look at where we've been at since late 2023. But of course, we could always fall through these supports. Now, Bitcoin continues to have good news come out. $5.7 trillion UBS buys over 1 billion MSTR, or in strategy now they're calling it. $15 trillion BlackRock is now pushing Trump to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve for the U.S. This is a rumor, but I'm pretty sure that Larry Fink has come out publicly about this as well. FTX repayments started today. This is for small claims under 50,000. Bernstein analysts told investors to get ready for the next leg of the bull market, according to the block. $2.3 trillion Google is exploring ways to onboard users to Bitcoin. There's so much good news for Bitcoin, yet the price doesn't move up. It seems like classic manipulation in my mind. It could just be some uncertainty as well over the strategic reserve and, just some flushing of the market. So we have to wait a little bit longer. I'm not worried about this. I think now, again, I said this maybe earlier today, or there's a video that I'm publishing later. I think this is the time that if you think the bull market's going to continue, this is a great time to open up some positions for the rest of the bull run. Now, of course, there is the risk that we go into a bear market, but with higher liquidity, with a pretty good economy, with decent job numbers, with Trump really caring about the price of cryptos, I don't see us going into another bear market unless there's some big recession. Let me know your thoughts, though, underneath the video. Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all of these are getting crushed to varying degrees. But Solana really getting crushed here today. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know if you're adding to any positions, and I'll see you all in the next one. Again, check out the links underneath the video to the exchanges and to the Patreon, and yeah, we'll talk soon. By the way, there is a link to Tyler's channel underneath the video in case you want to go check him out.